Hello guys! Last meeting we discussed about the history of Java, the different features of the Java, as well as the architecture of Java. And today I am here to discuss about the structure of the Java program or the parts of the Java program and the basic syntax on how we write a program in Java. Okay? So let's start the discussion. Okay guys, so let's start our discussion with the program structure and the syntax of the Java. Okay, when we consider a Java program, it can be defined as a collection of the object that communicate via invoking each other method. So why Java is a collection of object? So as we discussed last video, okay, that everything in Java is object, right? Okay, so let us now briefly look into what do class, the object, the method, and the instance variable mean. So first, we have the object. So object have the states and behavior. Example, a dog has the states. So we have a color, we have a name, a breed, as well as the behavior such as wagging their tail, barking, eating. Or in a short definition, an object is the instance of a class. While a class can be defined as a template or the blueprint of the program that describe the behavior and the state of the object and its support. Example, we have a building. So a building is an object and a class is the blueprint or a template of that building. Okay? Nakuha? Para siyang engineer at architect. So si architect, siya yung class wherein siya yung gumagawa ng blueprint and engineer is yung nag-i-implement nung blueprint or nung template. Okay? Let's discuss it further when we go to the application. Okay? A method is basically a behavior. So a class contains many methods. It is a method where the logic are written, data is manipulated, and all action are executed. Okay? And the last one is the instance variables. So each object has its unique set of instance variable. An object state is created by a values assigned to this instance variable. Okay, so note lang guys, the instance variable must have a unique name. So hindi tayo pwede mag-create ng variable with the same name. Kasi malilito si compiler kung sino ba doon yung totoong value or kung saan man doon ang may totoong value. Okay? Okay, now let's go to the real Java program. The first line, which is the public class, my first Java program, is what we call a class that is defined as a blueprint or a template of the whole program. Next, we have a comment. In comment, we have two ways to create a comment. The first one is the use of slash asterisk at the beginning of a sentence and asterisk slash at the end of the sentence. So this is used for block commenting or for a multiple line of comment. Example, we have a paragraph of comment or we have a series of sentence of comment. We can use the slash asterisk and asterisk slash at the end. And the green part of a comment is used for a single line comment, which is the two slash. Next is the method. That it said, from this method, everything is manipulated or every code in your program must be written inside the method. Okay? Next, we have the program statement, which is we have the example, the system that out that print line or the system that output that print line, which is hello world. So remember guys that everything under the quotation is your output. Okay? Next is we have the semicolon, or what we call the statement terminator. So meaning, or the semicolon means that we terminate the whole line and starting the another line. Okay? Next is the curly braces. So curly braces means that it is subordinate. Okay? So example, from the public class, my first Java program, which is our first line. So we have the first curly braces, or first open curly braces, which is the last curly braces is associated with the first curly braces, meaning all of the program or code inside of this curly braces is subordinated by a class. The next curly braces is in the method. Okay? So we have the open curly braces and the close curly braces at the bottom of the system that out that print. Meaning all of the code written in the method is subordinated by a method. Okay? So when we talk about the Java program, it is very important to keep in your mind the following point. The first is Java is case sensitive. Okay? So case sensitivity. Java is case sensitive, which means the identifier hello, which is yung malaki yung H, or in uppercase yung first letter, and the hello, which is a lowercase, would have different meaning. Okay? Example, we have int keyword and we have hello, which is our identifier, is equals to 10. And we have int hello is equals to 11. So ito guys yung sinasabi natin na case sensitive. So the identifier hello is have a different meaning with another identifier which is hello. So like let's try this one. Okay, if I run this one, okay, so we have different output, which is the first one is hello is 10 and we have 11. So case sensitive guys, see Java. As well as, say for example, yung S natin sa system is naliitan natin ng pag-type, okay, which is this one is our keyword. Then we try to run a program. So since Java is case sensitive, so makikita natin na meron tayong error. We have an error. Package system does not exist. Meaning, this one does not exist in our program. Okay? So, ganun guys. Ganun ka-sensitive si Java. So, may na-type lang tayong mali. Okay? Or na mistype natin siya. So, automatically, it becomes an error. Maybe logical error or syntax error. Okay? Next is class name. For all class name, the first letter should be in uppercase. Okay? So what about the second letter, third letter, fourth letter, fifth letter, and so on and so forth? Okay, for that matter, the rules is the first letter should be uppercase. So yun lang guys yung rules niya. Okay, the second letter, so kayong bahala kung uppercase ba yung gusto nyo or lowercase. The third letter, kung uppercase ba or lowercase. It depends upon you. But the rules is the first letter should be in an uppercase. If several words are used to form a name of a class, each inner word, first letter should be uppercase. Example, my first Java class. Okay, as you can see, so the M is in uppercase, okay? And the first letter or each inner word's first letter should be in an uppercase. Okay? So remember that. Next is the method name. All method names should start with the lowercase if several words are used to form the name of a method. Then each inner word first should be in an uppercase. So inverted naman siya guys ng class name. Kasi si class name, the first letter should be uppercase. Now, in a method, the first letter of a name should be in a lowercase. And example, we have the public void my method name. The word my or the first letter is in a lowercase. Okay? So remember that. So in a class, the first letter should be uppercase. In a method names naman, the first letter should be lowercase. Next is the program file name. So this one is important. Okay? The name of the program file should exactly match the class name. Okay? So when saving a file, you should save it using a class name. So remember, Java is case sensitive and append the .java file at the end of the name. If the file name and the class name do not match, your program will not be compiled. Okay? Example, assume that activity1 is your class name. Okay? Then the file should be saved or named as activity.java also. Okay, kung makikita natin, we have in the screen, we have the public class which is the activity, okay, which is your class name. The activity should be the same with your file name. Kung makikita ninyo dito sa ating illustration, which is the file name natin is the same with the class name. Okay? Okay, next is the public static void main, which is our main method. Java program processing start from the main method, which is the mandatory part of every Java program. Okay? Just like what I've said earlier, that a Java program without a main is nothing. Why? Because in a main method, every program or every code is manipulated. Meaning, lahat ng nilalagay natin or lahat ng gusto nating makita from our output should be declared inside the main method. Okay? Okay. Next is the Java identifier. So, all Java component required the names. Name used for classes, variables, and method are called identifier. In Java, there are several points to remember about the identifier. So they are as the follows. All identifiers in Java should begin with a letter or in uppercase from A to Z or lowercase from A to Z, currency character, example, $sign or an underscore. So after the first character, identifier can have any combination of characters. A keyword cannot be used as identifier. Most importantly, identifiers are case sensitive. Okay? So example of legal identifiers, example we have the age or a $sign plus the salary, or we have underscore the value, or we have the _1_1 value. So and then we have the example of illegal identifiers. Example 1, 2, 3 ABC or the minus or the dash salary. Okay? So, para natin mas madaling maintindihan guys kung ano ba talaga si identifier and the keyword, let's go back with our program. Okay? Okay. So, from this program, we can identify the keyword and the identifier. Okay? So, we have hello as identifier and we have the int as a keyword. So let's try to make another identifier and keyword. Int and $sign hello is equals to 12. Okay, so let's try to run this one. Okay, as you can see, na, so we have the identifier which have a value of 12 or 10, 11, and 12. Okay, every language has a keywords and identifier, just like this one, which are only understood by its compiler. So keywords are predefined reserved word which process a spatial meaning. Like this one example. From int, we have a spatial meaning for this one. Okay? So public, we have a spatial meaning for this one. Static, we have a spatial meaning for this one. So public, we have a or void, we have a spatial meaning for this one. So every keywords define type or declare the data. Okay, so let's go back to our presentation. Okay, to get clear image of the keyword, so let's overview in real life situation or in real life example. So example, we have a book named complete reference. So here, the word book is our keyword and the name is complete reference is an identifier of the keyword book. Now, keyword specifies what is the complete reference. The answer is, of course, the book. So, in programming, we have example int salary. Okay? So, from this, we have the int as keyword and salary as identifier. Okay? Now, int specify what is salary. So ano ba yung magiging or ano ba yung pwedeng value ng salary? Now that it specifies as int, so all the value of salary should be in a form of integer or numeric value. Okay? So next, we have the Java modifiers or access modifiers. Na? Like other languages, it is possible to modify classes, method, and etc. by using modifiers. So there are two categories of modifiers. We have the access modifiers. We have the default, public, protected, private, and etc. And we have the non-access modifier, which is final, abstract, and strict FP. So we'll now be looking into more details about modifier in the next section of this discussion. Okay guys, so that's it. Next video, I will discuss a lot more about Java. So just tune in on my channel for more Java update. Okay, so thank you.